Okay, so
Okay.
again, we are on the what na fourth Sunday of Lent, and
Yes.
this Sunday is Letari Sunday.
Ano
Yeah,
yan?
Letari.
Laetare Sunday. It's
Like
the rejoicing
yung
Sunday
pink, the
Ah,
in the midst of
pinkness.
okay.
our Lenten sacrifices. So in the middle of the Lenten season is
Okay.
Laetare Sunday. It means
Mhm.
rejoicing from the Latin word
Rejoicing.
rejoicing. So rejoicing kahit na tayo fasting and
Mm-mm.
to remind us why are we doing this? Why are we fasting? Why are we giving alms and so again it is with this Letare Sunday it's very parang the our church is giving us a promising Sunday which is telling us Jesus is the light, no? Yeah, so it's such a beautiful Sunday. So expect your priest to be in pink.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Rose ang vestment nila. Okay?
Rose, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, again, we are reading from the Gospel of John. So, first things first, it was quite a long gospel. And the first thing I'd like to emphasize is the first three verses. Well, I mean, uh, the disciples were asking, well, is this blind man being punished by God? If you notice, they thought it was a punishment because he was born blind.
Yeah.
Was he suffering he the parang uh, blind because of the sins of his
Parents.
parents, no?
Mm-mm.
'Di ba? So, and Jesus replied, "No, no, no, no. Neither he is blind because, ang tawag dito, of sin." So,
Mm-mm.
uh, sa Gospel ni Saint John, if you notice, if you try to uh, understand John's Gospel, his Gospel is entirely different from the three other Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke, no? Kasi kakaiba si John, no? He's emphasizing Jesus is God. No? So, ganyan ang tema niya lagi, no?
Mm-mm.
So, and mahilig siya sa contrast, no? So, sa comparison, no? So,
Mm-mm.
that is how John's gospel was written. Then so he's saying na no, this is not a punishment. Anong ibig sabihin ni John why he emphasized this man was born blind? Sabi ni Jesus, 'di ba, neither his sins or
Your
his
parents. Yeah.
parents' sin is caused him his blindness, but he wants to show God's glory. Yan. So sometimes again when we reflect, we often ask the Lord, "Oh Lord, why did you bring us this? Why are
Mm-mm.
you punishing us with this kind of sickness? So why no?" So sometimes, oh Lord, bakit ganon?
Mm-mm.
Nagdadasal naman ako. Why am I undergoing these trials, these afflictions, no? Mga problema natin sa buhay. So I guess that is one way of God saying that there is an answer to that. There is far more meaning of your suffering. It's because I want you to know that I will bring you to something better, or to show that He is really in command. No, He is in
Yeah.
command, and His
Yeah.
power and His glory is not, it's not something that we can fathom or something we can anticipate, no? So depende na lang kung anong gusto ni Lord is let's it's saying na I want to show you that how powerful I am in your life. So that is the first thing, no? Then uh, then the Jews they try to ang kanilang culture is, 'di ba, if you are with sickness or leprosy or blind, you are ang tawag dito, isolated. No, because they always say that uh, because you are sinful, no, yan, sinful, that's why you are sick. So medyo isolated ka if you are sick. So that is their culture, that is their belief, that is their tradition. So I remember the Jewish faith is always based on tradition and history. So kaya from their history, itong nakasulat sa libro, ito ang ano, so they have to follow that. So that's why ang tanong ng disciples were, bakit pinapunish ba to ni Lord dahil sa kasalanan ng kanyang friends? Okay. Now we go to the healing of the blind man, no? So again, the contrast here is between sight and blindness, no? And Jesus, in that sense, he said that blindness is same as darkness. And his being able to see is the sign of the light. So darkness and light, blindness and sight. So this is the contrast, no? So in effect, kanina you mentioned that blindness is the spiritual blindness. It is the sinfulness of man, no? The sinfulness of yung mga kasalanan, no? And if you fully understand why Saint Paul wrote to the Ephesians, is because the Ephesians, the early Christians, were what you call this? They have been bringing in different beliefs in their Christian faith, no? So if you read the previous what you call that, verses of the Ephesians, makikita nyo na sinasabi ni Saint Paul na stop your evil uh, let me add that, no? Sinabi
Evil
niya
ways.
dito, since you are holy, you must not be among the hint of sexual immorality, of greed, any kindness, impurity. So he was saying already na tigil niyo na yung mga evil ways. And then he said, you are once in darkness, no? Di ba sinabi niya yun?
Yes.
So if you connect that to the gospel, it's talking about the spiritual darkness, our sinful darkness. So and hindi tayo sinabi, they're not talking about the physical blindness, but spiritual blindness, which is the sins that we commit, that we cannot let go. So we continue to be in the dark if we continue to do this sinfulness, no? These sins that we cannot get away, from. So the paano hinil ni Jesus yung blind man?
He spat on the
Clay.
ground, made the clay,
Clay,
mud.
and then wash in the water.
Oh, what
In
does
the river.
that symbolize? What do you think?
Baptism?
Baptism, yes,
The water,
can
yeah,
be.
in Siloam.
So baptism in a way, it's sacraments. Okay, so the spittle and what you call, he made a clay out of that spit. It reminds us that we came from dust.
Dust.
God created man from dust, so that's a way of the healing, no? Healing and bringing us to His fold, bringing us to this world, no? So with that, it also reminds us that we are physical people, no? We need to touch something. Thus, the church gave us the sacraments, the seven sacraments, correct?
Yeah.
No? The seven sacraments. So these sacramentals are the one that heals us. For example, Diba, Samuel anointed
With oil.
with oil si David. So
Oil.
when you are anointed one, the Spirit falls upon you. Same thing when we are baptized and we were confirmed, ninalagyan tayo ng langis sa ulo. No? So it means that the Holy Spirit descends upon us as this oil, these sacramentals are placed upon us. No? So that the meaning of this is that even though na tayo ay makamundo, Jesus gave us these sacraments for us to be closer to Him. No? The sacrament of the Eucharist, the sacrament of confession, holy orders, marriage, and healing of the sick. So those are sacraments that allow us to be closer to God. So again, the spittle is a symbol of these sacraments that we receive here. Dahil tayo ay physical and we exist here on this world. Okay? Yan. And then he sent the guy, the blind man, to Siloam, the pool of Siloam. Siloam is in a Greek word, ibig sabihin, one that was sent. Siloam pool. So, remember yung pool na healing nung pilay?
Lies. Yeah.
Di ba? He was trying to
Bartimaeus.
get to the pool, kaso
Hindi
he
siya
cannot
makapunta.
stand.
Walang nagdadala sa
So, the
Natulak siya na yun.
same thing with this blind man. No? He was asked to wash his hand because it reminds them of the Red Sea, no? The crossing of the Red Sea and the crossing of the River Jordan to the Promised Land, no? So it gives them the life, new life, no? Yeah. So that's why Jesus asked him to what you call this, to go to and wash it
wash.
in the pool of Siloam. Then the second half of this reading is talking about unbelief. The unbelief of who? Tignan natin mga characters. So ang problema kasi nung blind man, he didn't have any witness. Diba?
Yeah, that's right.
Wala siyang witness eh.
Oo.
Remember in the Jewish culture, at least you need to have 2 or 3 witness to tell you that, to let people believe. Kaso wala siya. Wala siyang witness. So that's why he was standing on his own, on his belief. So again, when he was asked by the Pharisee if sino who healed him, he didn't know. He cannot ano. So hindi niya ma-point out kung sinong pwedeng makipag-collaborate ng story niya. So he was on his own. So the Pharisees couldn't believe him, no? So even the neighbors couldn't stood indifferent, no? If you notice in verse 8, his neighbors and all the people who used to see him begging wondered. They said, "Isn't this the beggar who used to sit there?" Some said, "No, he is the one." Some yes, some no, no. So they're indifferent, no? Hindi sila sure, no? So some and then even the family hindi
Yeah.
di ba? Hindi nila matanggap na siya ay nakakita na, no? Even when he was told to bring in his father and his mother, and the father said no, take his word for it because he's adult already, no? So
Yeah.
those are the unbelief
Yeah.
of the Pharisees, the neighbors, and the people, no? So and again, this unbelief is sometimes true in our life, no? Sometimes may miracle na nga sa buhay natin, hindi pa rin tayo makapaniwala na galing kay Lord. Sometimes it say, wow, it's because of my ganyan, my ability, that's why I'm out of this problem or issues. So it reminds us na, this is the work of someone who's higher than us. Okay, so that is why the emphasis is on this Sunday is the unbelief of these people. So that's why Jesus is when he saw again, no, at nakita niya yung blind man, he was thrown away because ayaw maniwala ng Pharisee, so he was thrown away. But again, Jesus found him again, no? And sinabi niya na I am the light, di ba? Sabi niya gano'n, no? I am the light. Show me the Messiah, sabi niya gano'n, di ba? But I said, I am the one. And so this tells him that, that tells us that once we are in faith, kasi the blind man immediately praised God by the way, sa gospel ni John, he didn't call it miracle. He called it signs.
Ah.
Okay, so the Gospel ni John, there are 7 signs. How do you know the 7 signs? First is the wedding at Cana, the healing of the paralytic, the healing of the centurion's son ba yun? Or ano? Then the healing of the blind man, the resurrection of Lazarus, and the resurrection of Jesus. So those were signs that each sign merong ano yan, may teaching dyan. So if you study the Gospel of John, it's interesting. Okay, so this is the 5th sign of John, which is the healing of the blind man. So again, when he was healed, no, Jesus found him. Now because of his faith, na he found him. What does it mean na no, kapag nahanap natin ang ating faith, Jesus will be the one to lead us. No? So nandiyan siya lagi. Okay? So he found the blind man again and told him, I am the light. No? I am the light. Yeah. So and because of his faith nga is yeah. So if you look at the first reading, si Jesse couldn't believe na it was David who is very skinny but he's handsome, yeah. Handsome and magandang mata, but he was not fit the description of a king, no? And Samuel was a prophet. Jesse knew that he's there to anoint someone, no? So their belief is fixed on a messianic king, which is like the of Saul, the King Saul. So yeah, so kaya ganun yung mentality ni Jesse noon. So when Samuel said na bring me this and David was tending to the sheep at that time. So it represents that the Messiah that will come is a prefiguration of Jesus, na who is the good shepherd. Okay, so that's why sinabi niya si David, who is meek and humble, no, will be the one who will be anointed by God. No? So yun nga is the prefiguration of Jesus Christ as the good shepherd. Di ba? Sinabi niya ni John, Jesus, di ba? I am the good shepherd. I know my flock and my flock knows me. No? Yeah, they know my voice. They hear my voice. So it is a way of saying na this light, this is the good shepherd, no? And Saint Paul even said na what if you follow the light, what are the fruits of this light? He said na ang tawag dito, what was the fruits of this light? Sabi niya,
Goodness.
kindness, justice, and
Yeah.
truth. No? So that is the light that Jesus is. giving us. So it's the righteousness of God, the righteousness of God. Yeah. So again, this light allows us to leave behind our darkness. So that means yun nga, sabi ni Tita Carms, previously, she was living in darkness. And all of us, I think,
Yes.
he had our share of darkness, even during our younger days, because we are naturally seekers of something, we seek something in our life, either fame or prosperity or some what have you, that we think that it is all in our palm, that we can just grab it, but again, as we grow mature and older, realizing that we cannot we cannot do it on our own.
Yeah.
Yes,
Somehow
exactly.
we have to bring down some of our pride and humility, in a sense that we need help. We need something greater, and to a point that sometimes even friends, neighbor, and family couldn't help anymore. So we rely on someone, on God, to just bring us out of this. So I mean, we as we mature in our life, we mature as well in our faith, and true enough, God will find us. No? God always finds us. So hindi niya pinapabayaan ang kanyang mga faithfuls, right? Ayan. So again, I think that Hibla all sounds the same. No, my Hibla is, may the light of Jesus bring belief, bring us from our unbelief, so that we may bear fruits of righteousness, or bear fruit of the light. So ayun, no? So this Sunday, let's be rejoicing because there's light at the end of the tunnel, no?
Yeah.
In this, all of this, especially now there's war in
Yeah.
Iran, and we are now feeling it. Kayo, sa inyo ba, nararamdaman nyo? I mean,
Yeah.
kami, sa ramdam na namin, because gasoline just, or
Mataas. Yes.
diesel,
Dito rin.
Going
Dito.
up. Yeah.
increased by what?
Grabe.
10 pesos per liter, or about
Araw-araw tumataas.
20 pesos ang diesel. So that means in a gallon there's additional 40 pesos
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
gallon.
dito rin.
So it's really, we're gonna feel it, no?
Yeah.
So I'm sure all goods and prices of goods will come up as well. So again, we pray to God that where will we be, and hopeful that he will all have hands he will have hands on this war, and hopeful that soon there will be some amicable peace, that will come in the next few weeks. So yun. So again, let's continue to pray, and let's be especially those na maraming maghihirap ngayon. So maraming maghihirap, so because of this crisis. So yun lang. That's my reflection for
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much, Brother Ronald.
You're
Always.
welcome po. Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you
you.
po.